The grass withers, the flower fades, but the word of our God will stand forever. Isaiah 48.
Hi everyone, I'm Fee and welcome to my channel. Today's video we're going to be covering more dupes. I've got some fragrances that we all love and enjoy, and if you're interested in finding some more affordable options for those fragrances, then stick with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you will, and please don't forget to click on that notification bell. It will alert you when I have new videos posted. And if you're ready to get started, so am I. Let's go. Hello, welcome back. Okay, so as you know how I begin all of my videos, I start with telling you what I'm wearing, what I have on, my scent of the day, my jewelry, my lip color, my nail polish, and all of the good things. But before we do that, I want to say welcome to any new people today that are meeting up with us for the very first time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much for pressing on my thumbnail, and I hope that you get what you need from this video. And if you do and you like my content, please subscribe to the channel. And for my returning subbies, thank you so much, guys. Our numbers are growing and I'm so excited. Okay, let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to cover the earrings that I'm wearing today. They are a Valentino dupe, and I will have Big Red put everything up for you. I'm an Amazon affiliate, so that means that everything I'm going to talk about today, if it's on Amazon, I will link it below for you in the description box with the prices, okay? But these are beautiful. I love them. And as you know, the Valentino earrings, the real ones, which are really not real gold, they're also gold plated just like these, they're over $400. So the fact that you could get these today on Amazon for under $20, I believe it's $18.99, a super deal. I love them, love them, love them. Now, I don't sleep in them and I don't shower in them, and I try not to get them wet so that they'll last as long as they can. But you know what? They look just like the real ones. The real ones are gold plated. These are gold plated. Who's gonna know, right? Okay. So next is my lip. I have the Powder Puffy Lippie. And this today on Amazon, I think is about $3, $3.13, something like that. And the color I'm wearing today is called Pop Quiz. So if you like that, it'll be linked below. Next, my nails, which are a beautiful lavender color. And I know I just love any shade of purple. Lavender is one of my favorite colors. They have this in two different shades that are so close you can barely tell them apart. And it's the Nails by D&D Daisy. I believe I have on Great Smoky, but I also bought Dovetail, and they're both so close. I can't remember if this is Great Smoky or Dovetail, but they're very similar, and they'll both be linked below. And next, my shirt that I'm wearing today, this brown, stretchy V-neck, long sleeve, basic tee. I love it. It's so comfortable. It can go with anything. I paired it with the lavender today and kind of did a purple brown lip and all of that. So if you're interested in this, it'll be linked below for you as well. And it's under $20 today on Amazon. And last but not least, my scent of the day is Bade Al Oud, Honor and Glory. Now, I think I spoke of this before, and I didn't know if it was a dupe for anything, but I wanted to share with you that I found out from reading up on it that a lot of people feel like this is a combination of two Nichane fragrances. So let me share with you what that is, because I have one of the two. Everybody seems to think it smells like Hacivat, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous pineapple fragrance. It is so delicious. And Nichane's Ani. Now, I don't have Ani, but I do have the dupe of Ani, which is Nashit. And Nashit is so delicious. I talked about it on my last video, and I said I've got to get Ani if it actually smells like Nashit. So I put Nashit and Hacivat on one side of my body, and I put this, which is the Bade Al Oud, the Honor and Glory, on the other side of my body, and I let the dry down happen. And I'll tell you, in the beginning, this was sweeter, and this was a little deeper. What I think is so interesting about a lot of the fragrances we're going to be discussing today, because all of them are not Middle Eastern fragrances, but most of them are. But the ones that we're going to be talking about today, some of them last longer than the original perfumes, which is really good because you're paying so much less for them and you're going to get more bang for your buck. So I love this. Now, I will tell you, initially this smelled deeper, it smelled a little stronger and a little sweeter, but the dry down was almost identical. So whoever those people are that have those noses that could definitely tell that this was more than one fragrance, kudos to you. I don't know how they did it, but I tried it. And like I said, I don't have Ani, but I have the dupe of Ani. And the dry down, identical. I can't tell the difference. So if you like Ani by Nishane, or if you like Hasivat by Nishane, then you're going to love Bade Aoud, Honor and Glory. And that is my scent of the day. All right, so that's everything. Earrings, lip, nail polish, blouse, anything else, it'll all be linked below. Let's keep going. Come on. Okay, we're back. Now, if you're interested and if you know, and let me say this before I get really off into the fragrances, this is not a review of these fragrances. These are fragrances you probably have already worn, heard of, or know of. And so I'm not going to be doing individual reviews or we'll be here all day. So what I'm going to do is tell you, hey, if you like this, then you might want to try this. And it's to save money, it's to be cost effective. And I noticed with the dupes, like I've just started recently getting into dupes because I have so many original fragrances. Now I'm so excited to find something that is a dupe that really performs better, lasts longer, projects louder, and just does what the original does, but sometimes even better. So not every single one of these is better than the original, but I will share a little bit of that with you, but it will not be a full review of the fragrance, rather just to let you know if you purchase this and you don't want to spend this price going forward, then go ahead and purchase this. Okay, so back to what we were talking about. One of the fragrances that I have on right now, is Nishane's Hasivat. Now, if you like Hasivat, and Hasivat is, I want to say a $330 or $320 fragrance, something like that, at Neiman's and higher end Bloomingdale stores like that. I didn't find it at Macy's or Nordstrom's. I think this one came from Neiman's. Then you're going to love Qaed Al Farsan, and this is by Lattafa. Now, ooh, this smells so good. It's so pineapple-y. This fragrance has pineapple, saffron, jasmine, balsam fir. It has amber, cedar, agarwood, which is oud, and you can have it today. I keep smelling it, I'm sorry, because I love pineapple. It's my favorite fruit, and I just love to smell like pineapple. I love fragrances that have that note in them. And this is so delicious. This is so yummy, and these are so close to one another. Now, I will say that initial spray, I smell more pineapple here initially, but again, there's not much difference at all. And this one probably will last you a little longer. I hate to say it, but I believe you're going to get probably 2 or 3 more hours out of this one than you would out of this one. And again, guys, remember when I talk about spraying and reapplying, I will also have the atomizers down in the description box for you guys. These are 3 different sizes. This is a big size for when I travel and I want to take a perfume with me that I want to wear on my trips, and I don't want to take my entire bottle because I don't want it broken or any of that kind of thing or stolen out my luggage. So these bottles are very handy just to take your favorites, and I always buy them in different colors and they spray like that. And the reason I do that, and you twist it to secure it, as long as this is tight like here, this right here is tight, you don't have to worry about it spilling or any of that, and it's very protected. You can throw it in your luggage, in your handbag, whatever, and go. So I have this down below. This is another size, which is very similar to the one I just showed you. Same kind of thing. And what I do is I will take, if the cap doesn't screw off to allow me to pour, I just take it and I spray. And it works fine. It takes a little longer that way, but it works fine. And again, this is the size I would throw in my purse just to carry around for the day if I'm wearing a fragrance that's only going to last 4 or 5 hours and I may be gone 6 or 7 and I want my fragrance to smell fresh throughout the day. I'll carry this size with me. But my favorite ones are these. And you notice I get them in all different colors. And the reason I do that is because when I'm wearing a fragrance, I want to know what it is. I can't label the bottle. So this is the one which you apply from the bottom of the bottle. Let me see if I can find a bottle. Let's see if we can do it with Nishane. Will they let me? Yes. So you take your top off like that. You take your bottom of your bottle like that. And you do that. And I usually put about 20 to 25 pumps in there. And that gives me enough where I'm not going to do a lot, where I don't have to like empty my bottle to carry it around with me. And then I take just enough where I know I'm going to use it. And I'll use about probably 10 to 15 sprays throughout the day. I'm wearing this today, so that's fine. And it just goes. And that was only like 5 sprays that I put in here. And so these guys will be listed down below. They're so easy, so economical. I believe these are under $10. They're all very affordable, so they'll be there. And I color code them. So if I have a perfume, for instance, if I have a perfume that is in a red bottle, then I'm probably going to get a red one and put it together. So it'll remind me, just in case I have a couple of these in my purse that I forget to take out. Oh, which one am I wearing today? For me, like the blue one, I always carry Fenty by Rihanna with me because I love that scent. I love it, love it, love it. And it pairs well with just about everything in my collection. So if I ever need to top off and I've forgotten one of these to take it with me, or I forgot to put it in an atomizer and bring it along, I always have Fenty in my purse. And I have it in the powder blue bottle because that reminds me it's the blueberry perfume. And this one is the one I carry Delina in, the pink. So my Delinas would be in the pink bottle. And that's why I get the colors. But you can get the bottles in completely black. You can get them in all silver. They come in various colors, and you can get them however you like them. But that's what I do because it makes it easier for me to remember what's in what. Because a lot of times I'll go to open up my purse or change purses. I'll have 3 or 4 of these in the bottom of my purse. And I'm like, oh my God, what are they? And sometimes you can smell and know, and sometimes you don't. But if I color code them, then that works for me. All right, so we talked about that, the Hasivat Kayed Al Farsan. If you want this, it'll be linked below for you. Let's go to the next one. All righty. So next, we're going to talk about a fragrance that I already previously spoke on. I wore it as my scent of the day, but I wasn't quite sure that it was a dupe of anything. So a lot of you guys reached out to me and said, it's supposed to be a dupe of K. Ali's Eatin' Juicy Apple. I love Eatin' Juicy Apple. This is my bottle. This is my dent. Absolutely love it. So what I did was immediately ran to get my bottle and did a test. I tested them out to see. And I'll be honest with you, this has some different fruit notes in it. And K. Ali is like a juicy, like if you were biting into a juicy red apple, literally. And so this smelled a little bit different. And if you check out some of the notes on this one, they actually have some different fruits in here. However, the dry down was identical. Initial sprays, not at all. I smelled it. I said, I don't know what these people are talking about. I don't get it. Initial spray was a no for me. But when it dried down, I had Eatin' Juicy Apple on this arm, and I had Bade Al Oud Sublime on this arm, and the dry down, they smelled identical. So this turns into this over a period of time. But it's good. And like I told you about the square bottles in my previous video, something about these bottles, they last for hours and hours and hours. And the projection is amazing. You're going to have a delicious fruity scent bubble. And they're really, really good. And if I'm being honest, you guys know that K. Ali fragrances don't last all day. So I found that I'm putting a lot of these in my red atomizers because I know after 2.5, 3 hours, this is gone. After 2.5, 3 hours, you're good with this one. But if you're interested and if you like this, go on and get this version because I believe I spent like $88 on this size bottle of the K. Ali. And this today is about $27, $28, somewhere in there. So if you're interested in Eatin' Juicy Apple's K. Ali fragrance, then get this one because you're going to really enjoy it. You're going to have more longevity. And you're going to project a little louder. And it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's fruity. It's beautiful. So I'm not going to say they're twins, but I'll say they're sisters, okay? All righty. Let's go on to the next one. All right. Now, this is a scent that I wear to bed a lot. And the reason I wear it to bed is because it's very powdery, musky, and it's just beautiful, and it's comforting, and it's calming. And this is Narciso's Poudre. So if you know anything about Narciso Rodriguez's perfume or his house in the collections, he is the king of musk. So you have to be a musk lover to enjoy this perfume or anything from his line. He is just the king of musk. Nobody can out musk Narciso Rodriguez. This is so beautiful. And it's just comforting. It's just like, for me, like right now, this is more of a skin scent. So it's not a beast mode. It's one of those, somebody's got to come in and give you a hug. They've got to be within your 2-foot radius of your body to smell you. They've got to come in close. You're not going to project with this. This is not going to have a sillage bubble. This is not going to have a scent bubble trailing you. None of that. But this is so beautiful, so comforting. I don't know, something about this particular one reminds me of babies. You know, when babies are first born and they've got the baby powder and they just smell like, I don't know, they smell so yummy. They smell so good, and it's a comforting scent. And so I like to wear this one to bed. So if you like Narciso Rodriguez's Poudre, you will love Narisa Eau de Parfum Poudre. Now, you can kind of tell they're duping each other. This is Narciso and this is Narisa. Okay, so I'll be honest with you. I'm spraying it, but I don't need to. I can't tell the difference. I cannot tell the difference. Very good. And I'm going to say they're about equal in terms of longevity. I already told you they're basically a real powdery skin scent. This one has jasmine in it. This one has Bulgarian rose. It has orange blossom. It has musk, coumarin, cedar, vetiver, and patchouli. And you can have this one today for under $20. And this one was about, I want to say, $140. So you decide. I really can't tell the difference between them. And you're going to have the same performance that you have from the original. So that's a pretty good deal. And I'm enjoying having the dupes as well as the originals. Now, I'm the person, I really don't like to come to you guys with dupes of things that I don't own. But if you own them, then you might be interested in buying the dupe. And so what I found is that sometimes the dupes will cause me to go get the original because I had been thinking of it or wanting to smell it or didn't have a sample of it to sample. And so I can get the dupe for $20. If it's something I think I'm interested in by reading and researching the notes, I'm like, oh, that sounds like something in my wheelhouse. I'll order it. And if it smells good, then that makes me want to go and find the original. And so that's how I'm doing it, because today, all of what I'm bringing to you now are items that I already own, and I also purchased the dupe of them. So I can tell you because I've worn the original and I've worn the dupe, and we've got some pretty good ones here today. All right, so let's go on to the next one. Now, here's another one from the house of Narciso Rodriguez. This one is called Rouge. And Rouge is gorgeous. Rouge is so good. It's powdery. Keep in mind, everything from this house is going to be musky and powdery. It's just good. Beautiful florals in this. Beautiful florals. Tuberose, musk, orange blossom. So if you are familiar with Narciso Rodriguez's Rouge and you like this, you might also want to give Narisa Rouge by Alhambra a try. And I'm telling you, they're doing it. Now, the first spray on this one is a little stronger than the first spray on this one. And so that's kind of what I was telling you guys, is some of the dupes are outdoing the originals. But the dry down, it's going to be the same. The longevity, projection, all of that is going to be the same. You're going to get a little more of a projection and a scent bubble from this one than you would from Poudre. But I would say it's about an equal match, honestly. I do think I'll always keep both in my collection, the original, and I'm probably at the end of this, I don't know. I'm getting to have so many perfumes. I'm in the place now that I want to curate my collection to just have maybe 150 bottles. I'm well over 350 right now. And I'm at some point thinking that if I don't start using my fragrances, I'm probably going to start decluttering and giving away my dupes first, okay? And then the originals that I'm really not reaching for these days. But this is one I haven't reached for in a very long time. But just smelling it right now is taking me somewhere mentally, like I got to start reaching for that one again because I like it. And I like the feeling that I have when I smell it. Okay, so next is another one that's really, really popular. My daughter wears this. I bought it not knowing she had purchased it for herself, and we both love it. I have to make sure I don't wear mine when I know I'm going to see her. But this one is Prada Candy. Now, you guys know this to me, it's like a caramel, powdery, musky. It's got a lot of vanilla in it. And let me spray this one on here. It's just beautiful. It's gourmand and musky. And it's just gorgeous. And every time I wear this, I get complimented on it. I do. And I love it. I do love it. But I don't wear it a lot, like I said, because of my daughter. And it's one of her signature scents. So, if you like Prada Candy, you're going to love Party Girl. Now, this one is by Nova Glow, which is a company and a perfume company I've never heard of. And remember how I was able to take this and spray straight out the cap? This one, you have to remove the cap and spray it this way. And let me get another. It smells so good in here right now. Smells like the same thing. Oh my God, this is so good. So this is the only difference I can tell, that the bottle is not as unique and ornate. And this bottle is a little cheesy. This bottle's really nice. But Prada Candy is very delicious. It's very mass appealing. Lots of people love it. So if you like Prada Candy, you might want to try Party Girl by Nova Glow. And this is caramel. It has powdery notes, musk, benzoin, and vanilla. And you can have it on Amazon for under $20. So that'll be linked below for you as well. All right, let's keep going. Now, next is one that I just adore, okay? I don't know. And I'm new to this fragrance. I think I got this about 6 weeks ago. And I had been telling myself, do I really want that? I don't know what it is about these bottles, but they kind of remind me of something a young princess girl would wear. You know, the bottles are really cute, but I don't know. I just felt like it, even the name, Miss Dior by Christian Dior, even the name Miss. It's been so many years since I've been a Miss that I felt like maybe this was targeted towards younger college age women. And so I just kind of avoided it for a while. I don't even think I smelled it. And then I was bored one day and I was inside of Macy's and I thought, well, let me go over here. They don't have anything new. And this is just about the only thing I haven't smelled. And so I sprayed it and I smelled it and I fell in love. I'm like, oh my goodness, why haven't I smelled this before? What was I waiting on? Why? Why did I let the name throw me, the bottle threw me? This is a beautiful scent. Beautiful, beautiful scent. And again, I'm not here to review the fragrance. If you know it and you're interested in it and you like it, Fakar by Lattafa is a dupe of Miss Dior. Now, this one, I'm going to say, let me spray on a different swatch because, oh my God. Can I say this? As much as I adore this, I like this better on initial spray. It's like this one, it's not a linear fragrance. It's multidimensional and it comes out over time and smells a lot differently. But this one here, this one gives it all to you at one time. Oh my God. I like this better. And that's scary because I really like this. But I like this better, which tells you there's a slight difference. But what it is, I think it's the aldehydes used in here. This has fruits, lily, pomegranate, aldehydes, tuberose, jasmine, gardenia, honeysuckle, rose, ylang ylang, peony, vanilla, ambroxan, white musk, and sandalwood. And you can have it on Amazon for under $25. I think somewhere around $22, $23. And I think I paid $160, $150, something like that for this one in Macy's. So my goodness. And I'm going to be honest with you. This one, I became, with this one, I like it, but I became anosmic to it over time. It's like I just couldn't smell it. And so I don't know if it went away because I wasn't anywhere in public the last time I wore it and went, hey, where did my perfume go? I can't smell it anymore. So I don't know for sure because I wasn't anywhere I would get a compliment on it. But over time, this just didn't seem to last as long as this does. So give it a try, guys. Give it a try. Initially, they smell a little bit different. But over time, they smell just alike, and this one lasts longer, and this one smells better on first spray. On initial spray, Fakar smells better. And I appreciate that, and I like that, especially for that price. So I'll probably always, that'll be one of the dupes I won't get rid of because I really, really like it. All right, so next we're going to talk about something that's a signature scent for me. And what I mean by that, it's one of my scents that I have on my signature tray. I have about, I think I'm up to 27 signature scents, which are my forevers, the ones I love, love, love. Now, I will say that there are about 15 that are forever my fragrances. And then there are a few more on there that are fragrances I really love. But I notice when I get something that I love even more, I have to go back to that tray and say, something's got to go because this one's going to bump that one. And one of the things that's been in my collection for a couple of years now and has yet to be bumped, and it's a designer fragrance, is Marc Jacobs Perfect Intense. Now, if you know anything about this fragrance, you know it's mass appealing. I just adore this. This is one of my signature scents. I will have this forever and ever and ever. If I hear that they're discontinuing it, I'm going to do my best to buy a bunch of bottles if I can. But one of the things I did find, and let me spray it. I don't have it on, but I want to spray it. This is so good, you guys. So good. And you guys probably know about it. It's been out for years. But I found the dupe, and it is Precious Gold by Alhambra. And this bottle, now I don't care for this. I guess they were trying to put this on a, I don't know what this is, a tassel. It's just, it seems to get in the way. It gets on my nerves. I hate the rattling of the what have you. And so the bottles look just alike. The caps are different. Let me say that. And let's spray and smell this one. That's it. Now, this one is stronger on initial spray. I smell that buttered popcorn scent right away on initial spray with this one. This one I smelled a little more of the florals. And I think part of what it is too is there's a almond note. And almond is hit or miss with me in fragrances. I love it in certain fragrances, like I love it in Baccarat and fragrances like that. But the bitter almond kind of, I don't know. It's hit or miss with me, but I love it in this. And I love it in this. And this was stronger on initial spray. This has narcissus, night blooming jasmine, almond, sandalwood, and it's under $25. You can have it today. I will link it below for you. If you like Marc Jacobs Perfect Intense, you're going to love Precious Gold. And honestly, if you guys have liked any of what I talked about today and you like my content, make sure you subscribe, please. I really appreciate it. My channel could use the help. We're growing, but we're moving at snail's pace, but I'm grateful and thankful. And so if you do like my content, be sure to subscribe, please. And I want to say thank you for joining me today. I pray that God's favor tracks you down and blesses you right where you are. And I ask that you pray for me as I pray for you. And hey, we'll see each other in the next one, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.